you doing?
Who calls me from out of the pit?
Welcome to the Return to the Sun of the Show. Tonight we're going to be doing a special tribute to the late Diane Ladd, who passed away yesterday, time of recording, at the age of 89. She was an American original. She was in more movies than she wasn't. She spent more time on the small screen than most people today. But we're here to talk about one specific movie in general. One movie that
nabbed her an Academy Award nomination, mind you.
Right, the Academy Award nomination.
Yes.
And it's a movie that affected young Paul and Marc in a very special way.
Yes. And also, yet again, another 1990 movie that we're ironically removing. So,
yep. Last week we did the director's cut of the 1990 Captain America movie, and tonight we're doing
1990s David Lynch's Wild at Heart.
Loosely based on the Barry Gifford novel of the same name.
So tonight, Wild at Heart, again, 1990 American neo-noir black comedy, definitely a black comedy, crime film, written and directed by David Lynch, as you said, based on the 89 novel by the same name by Barry Gifford. The film follows Sailor Ripley and Lula Fortune, a young couple who go on the run from Lula's domineering mother and all of the criminals that she hires to kill Sailor.
And Lynchian wackiness ensues.
Yes. So our movie tonight stars a whole host of, Lynch regulars who became either were Lynch regulars or became Lynch regulars, as well as some very, very famous people. So the film stars Nicolas Cage as Sailor Ripley in his best Raising Arizona, tougher Raising Arizona version of Sailor Ripley. We have the beautiful Laura Dern as Lula Fortune.
Pre-Jurassic Park.
Which I'm surprised they allowed her to be in Jurassic Park after this movie.
I think what happened was they let's find somebody we're not going to pay a lot of money because this movie probably didn't do her career much good.
No. We have Diane Ladd, her mother.
In IRL.
Yes, as Marietta Fortune, Lula's overbearing mother. We've got Willem Dafoe in an unforgettable role.
National treasure
Willem Dafoe as Bobby Peru, like the country. J.E. Freeman as Marcella Santos, one of the heavies in the movie. Crispin Glover in a very small but
Crispin Glovery role.
Yes, a very Crispin Glover role as Dell, the uncle of Lula. Calvin Lockhart as Reggie, one of the hired killers to go after Sailor. Isabella Rossellini as Perdita Durango, also another former colleague of Sailor's when he worked for Santos, but now also helping to hunt him down and kill him. Then we've got Harry Dean Stanton, national treasure, Harry Dean Stanton.
Folk hero.
Folk hero.
Harry Dean Stanton.
He's a folk hero, you're right. As the poor bastard Johnny Farragut, Marietta's simping boyfriend. I guess we would call him a simp.
I mean, Johnny Farragut can hunt down a man, but he can't catch a clue.
No, he can't. The poor bastard. And then Grace Zabriskie as Juana Durango, Perdita's mother, who at one time I thought were the same character. At first you think they're the same character till they show a picture of them together. But she's also a hit woman. We have Sherilyn Fenn as a girl in an accident, one of the creepiest. Yeah, we'll get to it.
All jokes aside, it's the most poignant scene in the entire movie for me.
Absolutely. Marvin Kaplan as Uncle Pooch. W. Morgan Shepherd as Mr. Reindeer, who's sort of the bad guy behind the scenes. We've got John Lurie as Sparky.
I like John Lurie.
Yeah. And then and then Cheryl Lee comes at the end of the movie as the Good Witch. And then one of my favorites is Coco Taylor as the Zanzibar singer.
Yes.
Probably one of my favorite songs from the soundtrack, which we will have to talk about.
I miss the days of smoking and nudity.
Gratuitous nudity.
It's like, I'm rewatching this movie now. We've watched this movie so many times, I can't even remember how many times I've seen it. But I have not watched it in probably 20 years.
Yeah.
And it was almost like watching a new movie so much. I'm like, how in the hell did this movie get made?
Oh, yeah.
And what went on? I mean, like I said, the book is great. The plot is solid. The Wizard of Oz stuff is great. But there's so much about this movie that's just like, I want the elevator pitch.
I think it's just David Lynch being David Lynch.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably. Where was this? Where does this fit in with his? Let me look real quick. Because this was clearly post Eraserhead. Post Elephant Man. This would have been post Dune.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it post Blue Velvet. Or was it? Well, it would have been about the same time he was doing Twin Peaks. So he had all kinds of clout.
Yeah.
While he was working on the first few episodes of Twin Peaks, his friend Monty Montgomery, who's in the credits, gave him the book to read, and then he decided he wanted to make the movie. So it was during the first season of Twin Peaks.
Yeah. So he was like
at his height.
He was right there at the right time, and they said, "You know what? Make whatever you want." He goes, "I've been doing that my whole life."
Right. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I forgot how there's so many aspects of this movie that are part of my daily dialogue that you don't even remember how much the movie is. But it was like watching it for the first time because there's so much I forgot about the movie.
One thing we forgot was the length.
Yes, we thought it was in our heads it was about an hour and a half. Nope, it's over 2 hours.
Pulp Fiction ain't come out yet. Some movies were short.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it was a 90-minute movie, and it was like, 2 hours?
2 hours.
5 minutes or something, which was a lot more than I thought it was.
It does. And I mean, compared to, I've recently watched a lot of Lynch movies since he passed away, rest in peace. And this is one of the more, as bizarre as it is, it's one of the more straightforward Lynch movies compared to what came later.
Yeah.
Although it's funny, my son and his best friend came in at the tail end of the movie, and they're just like, "What are you two watching? What is this?"
We're like, "Sit down, it's almost over. Sit down."
Yeah, I gotta watch it. So, but I think it's definitely like it's a gothic. It's crime meets gothic horror meets just.
Yeah.
LSD, acid trip. I mean, it's
Southern Gothic.
Yeah, Southern Gothic for sure. And so, but I think what holds the movie together is just the crazy characters, and even people in the background are crazy in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, we get at the hotel in New Orleans where Marietta's staying, and Santos shows up. Santos wants the room cleared. There's a bunch of old guys, and there's one guy with a walker, one guy with a cane, and one guy that's limping along. You want me to leave too?
Yeah, and he walks backwards. Thing. Well, if you've ever road tripped where you stopped off in numerous places, you will run into some really weird people.
Yeah.
And I think Wild at Heart definitely captures running into really weird people
Yeah.
on the road.
Yeah. I think the other thing that stood out to me this now, as I'm older, is just how traumatized uh Lula is in this movie. She is that girl.
Yes, the amount of trauma that Lula carries with her because of everything that happened to her, and everything that happened to her is the worst things that can happen to anybody.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And all at the direction and fault of her mother.
Maybe my mama cares for me just a little too much.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's why she's the Wicked Witch of the West in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, she's uh, just there. I mean, I think that probably what should have got her the Oscar was the scene where Marionette's just putting on the makeup all over her face.
Because she's losing it.
Yeah,
like she's finally losing it.
Yeah, she starts to lose it, and so I mean, she's lost it from the beginning.
Yeah, but I mean, this was the tip over
this
point.
was the tip over point.
Well, and for me, I'm famous for not liking Nicolas Cage movies. The bulk of his career for me has just been awful.
Yeah.
I mean, Con Air, those kind of movies are just, to me, they're just awful.
Which he did to buy comic books.
But, well, yeah, he had to buy comic books with him. But, like, his early stuff, because, like, Wild at Heart and Raised in Arizona, which there's some, like we were joking that there's some stuff in this movie that's interchangeable with Raising Arizona. He's great in this movie. Everyone is great in this movie because everyone is acting terribly, and that's on purpose.
Yes,
because there's no way the stacked deck of actors and actresses in this movie are accidentally acting bad.
Yeah,
they're told to do this. You know, Harry Dean Stanton was that man was, no matter what he did, it was just a work of art. Diane Ladd, obviously great.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage is a good actor. He just made a lot of bad choices because he had to.
Right.
To this day, I enjoy his more recent movies.
Yeah,
like
he's come back.
Yeah, like was it Willy's Wonderland, which a lot of people poop on, but I think that movie's great because he doesn't barely talk in the entire thing.
Okay.
And of course, was it Massive Weight of Enormous Talent or whatever it is with him and Pedro?
Oh, yes.
That movie is funny as hell.
Yeah.
But the bulk of his movies just fall flat for me. But it's like they all went. Litch was like, "All right, everybody, I want you to act like Nick here."
Right.
So, and it just creates a surreality, which is one of the things I love about movies, especially his movies. Is I used to get in this argument with my dad about spaghetti westerns because my dad he hates them.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Dad, they are not reflections of. They're not reality.
They're not reality.
They are a reality.
Yeah, a hyper reality.
Yes, and it just in this case, it just works.
It doesn't come without its controversies. I mean, it when it won the Palme d'Or, it got booed, and it like I remember I was reading up before we watched the movie. Roger Ebert was just totally offended by the violence and so people thought he was sort of shocking to shock, especially after Blue Velvet. But I think it's just that dark of a world. It's, it's a dark. I mean, it's taking the underbelly of the Wizard of Oz. So it's a dark, fairy tale.
Yeah.
It gives you. I mean, as you said, everything bad that happens to Lula is the worst thing that can possibly happen.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens to a lot of the characters in the movie is the worst possible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how badly, or you couldn't have the bank robbery or the feed store robbery go any worse than it did.
Especially for some of them.
Yes, for some, yes. And really, I mean, Lula and Sailor are not. I mean, there's a lot of Lula's mother in Lula. I mean, I'm wondering if down the road, if she'll lose it as well, because she's kind of almost crying a lot. She's well, the way her mind works is God's own personal mystery.
Right. Well, Gifford had written another book about the two of them.
Oh, okay.
I can't I don't know if it's a prequel or a sequel.
Okay.
I haven't had the chance to read it
Okay.
yet, but so I can't really say what happens to them. But um, the fact that these two people are doomed people.
Yeah.
They are damaged beyond belief. Sailor didn't have much parental guidance.
Parental guidance is.
And Lula.
What did he say? He started smoking when he was 4?
Yeah.
Because his mom died.
His mom
died, so he started smoking when he's 4.
He was 4.
And his mom died of lung cancer.
Yes.
Yeah, which is just, So these are all damaged.
They're doomed people, but the movie ends on a kind of a high note. Spoilers.
Yeah.
The movie ends on a high note, and that they all live happily ever after. Where in reality, there's no way they would.
No, and the villains all are punished by the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the majority. I mean, the main villains are punished by the end.
Yeah. Speaking of villains,
yes.
Shall we talk about Bobby Peru?
Bobby Peru, just like the country.
This is the movie that made me scared of Willem Dafoe.
Dafoe, yeah.
He is so he's the dangerous wild card. He's unpredictable. He's unscrupulous. He's awful.
Yeah. He's a terrible, evil human being.
Yeah, well, and he probably got that way in Vietnam because
exactly.
Vietnam looks like it messed him up pretty bad.
It did. Yeah, and I don't know how he acted or spoke with the teeth prosthetic they had him wearing.
Right.
I don't know how he did it, but it made him even worse. His teeth made him even worse.
Yeah.
But
and you know what the thing about them prosthetics is? That's the first time I remember seeing Nicolas Cage. The first time I remember seeing Willem Dafoe, even though I'd seen Streets of Fire and stuff like that, but it didn't click. It was so real. I thought that was his real mouth.
Right.
I had no idea that he was just wearing fake gums and teeth or whatever.
Yeah. No, his anti-seduction scene of Lula is just awful.
Yep.
And you got to wonder how awful Santos is. I mean, if these are the people that work for, and this Mr. Reindeer who just, why reindeer?
Don't know, man.
Yeah.
Don't remember.
And so, I mean, these are just awful, awful people. I mean, they torture poor Harry Dean Stanton, and everyone is just twisted. And even as the movie gets, because I noticed at first as they're on the road, the people they meet are quirky, but then once they pass the car accident scene, then they get in the dark because Big Tuna is twisted.
Yeah.
It is, and as they said, people, I caught it the first time this time where one of the characters says that they're just another group of people that basically either ran out of gas or ran out of money.
Yeah.
And they ended up in Big Tuna. And that's what Big Tuna is, this collection of losers, basically.
Yeah.
And displaced people from society.
And Big Tuna had a major effect on me as a young writer trying to write characters and that were all basically just losers at the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah. Stuck and stranded. Nobody walks into a bar around here. They all start out with bad directions,
Correct.
as Tom Waits said.
Yeah,
it's those kind of characters became my obsession.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about that highway scene because that
highway scene is it's hard.
It's brutal. Yeah, that's the word I want to use. It's brutal. I mean, it's sort of at the center of the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost the exact center of their trip.
It's like you said, it's the tipping point.
Yeah.
From quirk to dark.
Yeah.
But to really dark. Because there's all kinds of darkness, but it goes from bad to worse.
Yes.
After the random.
Well, it feels very hopeful. Like, despite Lula and Sailor going through all these horrible things, they're happy, they're on the road, they've seemingly gotten away with it.
Yeah.
And then they run into this random car accident, which is of course the worst type of, I mean, when they find the Sherilyn Fenn with her brains in her hand, looking for her comb and her purse.
Yeah.
I want to analyze it some more, but it's just I kind of want to leave it alone though. At the same time, it's just it's kind of like Lula, because Lula's in denial a lot. Because even after Sailor goes to prison the second time, she's back with her mother raising her kid.
Yeah.
So she and my mom just cares about me and my mom. I think that highway scene is all of Lula's tragedy and trauma staring at her face. She can't escape it anymore.
It's a pretty good assessment.
Yeah. I think that's really what, and I think Sailor kind of wakes up. Like he kind of, and that's like, and then they're in big, then the next thing you know, they're in Big Tuna and where everything catches up with them. So, it's just, I can't express how much this movie we've watched it so many times as kids.
Yeah.
That I'm sorry that it got such terrible reviews at the time. I mean, a lot of people I don't think now it's been reappraised, of course. So like everything Lynch did, people didn't figure it out till 20 years after it came out.
Yeah.
So now it's been reappraised as a cult classic. And then the other thing that I think this movie has above all other movies for me is the Angelo Badalamenti soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
The soundtrack to this movie is incredible.
Yeah.
The fact that they took some of Chris Isaac's music and slowed it down to make it horrific sounding.
Yeah.
Is just brilliant. I love
and the melody that plays through the whole, in one form or another, it plays through the whole movie.
Yeah.
Is really cool. It kind of stitches it all together.
Yeah. So he did a lot of Lynch's soundtracks, and so, but I think this is probably the best one for me. And so I think that.
Well, that's the musical score.
Oh, that's true. Well, there's.
Do we talk about the soundtrack?
Well, there's both. I mean, because to me, the two are sort of, that's the brilliant thing about this is you can't think of one without the other.
Well, yeah.
Because it's not like the Batman movies where there's the score and then you got the Prince soundtrack.
Yeah.
This is like, it weaves all together. And so, but yeah, the fact that Harry Dean Stanton's listening to the same song, don't go to New Orleans, while he's driving to New Orleans the whole time. Yeah. He's just like
over and over, and like the next day, baby, please don't go. And he's driving down.
I think the biggest laugh we had this time again is the fact that the heavy metal, the death metal band, he switches to a doo-wop band, so that he can sing Elvis to her.
Yeah,
and that's his voice. So if you didn't know, that's actually Nicolas Cage singing.
Yeah, he does. He does a pretty good Elvis impersonation.
Yeah, he does. And so it's just interesting the whole and then there, he as sort of this 50s icon, because that's kind of what he is, and she sort of is too a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he runs into a 50s gang of greasers at the end of the movie.
Yes.
I mean, it's just all these weird little touches.
Not only does he run into a gang of like 50s greasers, but he runs into them the way it happens in like West Side Story, where they just kind of creep up on him.
Correct.
You're
almost waiting, they're all like walking, snapping as they come up to him. Yeah. It's one of the greatest. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely watch it, but don't watch it. Let's put a warning on it. People who are, sensitive viewers should not watch this movie. And if you are, don't. Don't watch it.
Don't watch it with your kids.
Bobby Peru, just like the country.
Diane Ladd, rest in peace. I mean, she was so great in this movie.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, we're gonna wrap up this trip down memory.
Yeah, it really is.
Trip down memory lane, or trip down the yellow brick road.
Yes.
I'm Paul.
I'm Mark.
And this has been the return of the son of the show.